Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining the Stock Martin channel. If you're back to the channel, welcome back. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos whenever I post them. And if everybody can hit me that thumbs up button, the like button, this will share the video with others around YouTube. I have a great video for you today. We are going to be talking about the stock market as it is starting to look bearish. And we've had a lot of red in the stock market. So we are going to talk about why kind of that's happening and how long will this last. What's the potential in the future of stocks to buy. And since I've been kind of talking about CCIV Lucid stocks, I am going to briefly touch about that. But mostly I did want to focus on the economy today. Talking real quickly about CCIV Lucid stock. Today we've tested a new low. Actually, in the past month, we've pretty much given everything back that we've gained from June 21st. As you can see, we've had a sell-off from last week of 13%. We've gained some of that 13% back with about 7.5%. But this week has really hit the stock market, especially CCIV stock, quite hard. It's been down 14.5% just this week alone. Looking at the past only 5 days, which includes last Friday, we did have a high of $25. We did test our $27, but we are going back down. We did pass that $25 consolidation, and we will have to see when our new consolidation will hit. If we go back 6 months, the lowest that we have been was on May 13th was $17.25. We are still quite off from that, but as you can see, it looks like we're not having really a stop right now. So this week has kind of been like a falling knife. We really don't know when the bottom of this stock will hit. We haven't hit a new stabilization or consolidation, which is what I'm looking for. So as you can see on this, we're still falling, and I'm really not counting this as a consolidation until I see another day, and actually it would be nice to see a week of a consolidation phase. But will it get down lower than $20? If we are going to continue to have this this fear of inflation and these sell-offs, we definitely could potentially go below $20. Will we hit the $17.25 price again? We did hit that real briefly, as you can see, on May 13th. And when I was looking back on March 16th, we were at $31. And we went down by 31% just within a couple of weeks. So right now we are on a downward trend. We are at 20%. So if we go down another 10%, we will be under that $20 mark. So it definitely can happen, especially with the economy and the stability of the stocks right now. I did want to show you a comparison between CCIV and NEO. Both of these, in my opinion, are really good companies, especially NEO. It's established. It is producing vehicles out there. And if you can see in the past 3 months, these have pretty much been very similar in their graphs in the past 3 months. I would actually say that around June 3rd, we did get the announcement that the merger would be happening. The merger date of CCIV Lucid Motors would be July 23rd. Right when this happened, you can see, look at this. Let me see if I can get this. But look and see for this price increase. CCIV went up by 35%. NEO went by 18%. So you can see a lot of hype, really excited a lot of investors, and people did start taking profits. So there are still a lot of swing traders out there. So, but again, whenever we had some information about CCIV coming out there, it did have bigger pops than NEO. But as you can see that they're both really, really equivalent and same in their graphs, which is telling me that there's nothing wrong with the CCIV Lucid Motor Company. We're just kind of following the waves of the market right now. And right now, there is a lot of negativity, as I mentioned. that will cause these stocks to go down. So let's jump down into this. The market is quite down, as looking at all the indices are down, with exception of the Dow is barely up by 0.15%, but S&P 500 is down. You have NASDAQ is down, Russell 2000 is down. So the biggest activities that we have seen today is AMC had the biggest trading volume. As you can see, it actually went up by 7.8% just because it got hit so hard yesterday. But Apple is down. A lot of these companies are down. Virgin is down. NEO actually went up a little bit, and the reason why is it went actually under its base of $45. A lot of people in the past had taken profits at $43 and then started to feel the regret of selling NEO whenever it was pushing back up closer to the $50 mark, and I think they're wanting to get back in now that the price has actually cooled down, and it's a really good entry point for it. Bank of America, all of our bank stocks are down. You also have recovery plays, like Carnival is down as well. Ford Motor Company, I mean, pretty much if you look on this list, everything is down. Wells Fargo is a banking, it's up just a very, very small amount. But if you look at pretty much everything, everything is in the red. So let's talk about why this is going on. So the U.S. Stocks, according to Market Watch, this article talks about the U.S. stocks closed mixed after Jerome Powell's reiteration of expectations for inflation pressures. And he did mention that they will fade, but they will fade over months. So this is, again, anytime you hear talk about inflation, especially Jerome Powell or the government talking about what's going to happen with the economy, with inflation, the markets do not respond well to this, and this was the case today as well. This is, even though we had some good news, this is the first time that jobless claims dropped below a pandemic low. So let's kind of talk about what's driving this market down. So initially, at the beginning of the day, the direction was a little bit upbeat with the stocks, and especially talking about the unemployment applications. They were at a new pandemic low. Jerome Powell appeared before the Senate Banking Committee, and he repeated his message from yesterday. And he testified before the House panel and telling lawmakers that inflation has risen significantly and would remain high for the next few months before moderating. So again, Powell is talking about inflation. It's just adding to the fire, adding fuel to the fire, which is making a lot of sell-offs in the stock market. This will be transient. He said months. So as you know, the price of food, the price of gas is all going up. Also, you notice that the chip shortages the vehicles aren't being made. So used car prices, it's driving the price higher. So you have all this, ingredients for a perfect storm that is really causing a lot of fear in these markets. If you're already in these stocks and you're down, if there are good fundamental stocks and you believe in the company, I would say to hold long term, just to hold. If you don't have any additional money or funds to buy any dips or to dollar cost average down, I would really recommend just staying 10 toes down, being planted, and have those diamond hands. Just keep those companies that are good. So Powell did mention that expectations that pricing pressures would eventually fade. The central bank is in no hurry to cause any mortgage-related assets to be changing, and it's there to help the economy. They're there to boost the economy. So he is still predicting that this economy hasn't recovered yet, but it's still in its recovery process. So the biggest question we have to ask ourselves is, how long will this high inflation last? And that's the biggest question that we're needing answered, and we really don't know. But this is when the financial markets will start bouncing back. You'll start seeing a lot of the stocks go up in value again. And so these nagging concerns of inflation are continuing to dominate people's worries, investors' worries, which is causing this sell-off. And so once we see this improvement, we'll definitely start seeing a more balance of the stocks, especially the growth stocks that are out there. But even you can see that some of the big company stocks are, kind of selling off or really trading sideways. They are not having as big as losses as some of the new companies or the growth companies, but you are starting to see a little bit red in those as well. So now that I've talked mostly about the economy and the stock market, there are definitely potentials for a purchase of any of these stocks that you're interested in, because we are seeing a pullback. Just be careful not to jump in heavy, but you could nibble a little bit. I think definitely we still could see some volatility, especially this week has been pretty tough. But again, let's watch the market, see how it does. The Federal Reserve has said that inflation will be here around a few months. So it could be a few months before we start popping these stocks back up. CCIV does have one good thing going for it that I do see that potentially investors will flock to, and that's when we start seeing the deliveries of the Lucid Air Dream vehicle. That will be later this year. One of the big questions and one of the things I've seen out there that investors were not too happy about is that Peter Rawlinson wouldn't give any news reporters or investors a specific date when the Lucid Air Dream would be rolled out to customers. And I think some people took this as a negative because he didn't want to commit to an actual date. So again, we started to see some sell-off. But back to my scenario, I think once we start seeing the deliveries of the Lucid vehicles and they start having the good reviews, I think that it will attract more investors and the stock could pop a little bit higher maybe than some of the other EV plays that we're looking at. Remember, if you do invest in CCIV Lucid, also NIO, also Tesla, these are very long-term companies. And if you do put your money into this, since I'm a long-term trader, whenever I put my money into this, I'm looking at my growth in the money that I have in the next 3 to 5 years. And for Lucid CCIV, even to 10 years. So, there's still a lot of potential out there, but there is a lot of volatility, especially right now with inflation concerns, with the Delta variant for the COVID-19, the coronavirus. There's still a lot of fears out there that are scaring investors. And as you can see, the banking market is getting hit. The recovery stocks are getting hit. It kind of seems like really right now nothing is too safe. So I would, if I could give any advice to you, I would say, when in doubt, just kind of hold on to any stocks. Remember, it's not a loss. It's only a paper loss until you actually sell. And I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me that thumbs up so it can be shared with the community. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. It'll tell you when I release any new videos. And but thank you again so much for your support. We have grown this channel in the past 2 months, and I really appreciate all your support. And I can't wait to talk to you again on my next video. And have a great day. Until next time. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.